So winging back into action. Just hearing the name Switzerland brings to mind alpine mountain vistas, chairlifts that take you up, up and away, local fauna with plenty of cowbell. But there's a new tourist attraction up here that aims to make use of the ski lifts when there's no snow to ski on. A resort that hosts more than 700,000 people in the winter sees about 1/7 that amount in the summer. So to bring up those warm weather numbers, it installed a swing at a location that's almost 7,000 feet above sea level, and one woman who tested it with her family says it makes you feel like a bird flying. Booked in advance, a transportation and lift ticket cost about $54, and along with hiking and mountain biking, it offers another way for tourists to enjoy the views and the altitude, assuming they don't mind being held in suspense. It is so good to see you this Monday. Welcome to a brand new season of The World from A to Z with Carl Azuz. We are your nonpartisan source for news and world events, not taking political sides, bringing multiple perspectives on controversies, and we're thankful to see you each weekday. Today's coverage continues with a report about a storm named Lala. It passed close by Hawaii's Big Island on Saturday. It was a Category 1 storm at that time with sustained wind speeds of 75 miles per hour. Lala didn't quite make landfall when the center of a hurricane hits the coast, but its impacts have been felt across the island state.
Fierce winds and heavy rains pummeling the Hawaiian Islands as Lala slammed the Big Island as a Category 1 hurricane, with maximum wind speeds reaching 80 miles per hour.
There are whitecaps as far as the eye can see, and the winds are so strong they shear the tops off the waves.
Rainfall totals in some areas reaching over 30 inches.
Dangerous situation. This storm really lived up to what we expected it to be, which was very impactful, especially from its rain.
The rushing waters swallowing this highway on Hawaii's Big Island, forcing authorities to shut it down. It's just one of many road closures.
What makes this very challenging is that there's rushing water, there's debris, and there's boulders on the road, and it's dark.
Tens of thousands of people are without power, and several buildings have lost roofs. More than 190 flights in and out of Hawaii were postponed, according to the governor.
It's going to be significant damage. I've already begun the process of starting the paperwork with our team for a major disaster declaration.
As Lala moves west, there's a serious threat of more torrential rain, which could spur additional flash flooding across the other Hawaiian islands. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Though Hawaii is in the tropics, direct hits from hurricanes there are rare. Of the dozens of big storms, including Lala, that have come close, only 2 or 3 have actually made landfall as far as records go. Experts say there are a few reasons for this. 1, the Pacific Ocean temperatures near the state are relatively cool. They're typically in the 70s, and hurricanes are fueled by warmer waters of 80 degrees or more. Even during years when Pacific surface temps are higher, Hawaii has a high-pressure weather system over its northeast, and that can help discourage low-pressure systems, including hurricanes, from getting too close. Wind shear around the islands can also weaken tropical cyclones, and the fact that Hawaii is a small state with its islands spread out over hundreds of miles, that contributes to the relative rarity of hurricane landfalls.
On this date in world history.
August 17th is a significant date in hurricane history. It's when a lethal and destructive Category 4 storm struck Galveston, Texas in 1915. Exactly 4 decades after that, the Category 1 Hurricane Diane made landfall near Wilmington, North Carolina. And on this date in 1969, the infamous Hurricane Camille crashed into the Mississippi Gulf Coast with Category 5 strength, the second most intense hurricane ever recorded in the U.S. Next, you need an icebreaker if you're trying to sail to the North Pole, and this was the date in 1977 that one did that for the very first time. It was a Soviet ship named the Arctica, of course, and Guinness World Records says it was capable of breaking through ice measuring more than 16 feet thick. And renowned swimmer Michael Phelps did something on August 17th that no athlete had ever done before. He won his 8th gold medal at a single Olympic Games. That was in Beijing, China in 2008. Phelps ultimately amassed a record number of 28 Olympic medals, and 23 of them are gold.
Word of knowledge. What Major League Baseball player hit the most home runs in his rookie season? Mike Piazza, Albert Pujols, Aaron Judge, Pete Alonso. It was in 2019 that a rookie for the New York Mets hit a record 53 homers. That rookie was Pete Alonso.
And it was on Saturday at Chicago's Wrigley Field that Joshua Baez, a rookie outfielder for the St. Louis Cardinals, hit a home run on the first pitch he saw in the major leagues. The next time he was up, Baez homered again, becoming only the 9th MLB rookie ever to go back-to-back like that. But he was on his way to history because the third time he steps up to the plate, Baez homers a third time, something never before achieved in the major leagues. He had a few family members, about 30 in the stadium, cheering him on.
1 in 3 adults worldwide aged 65 and older experiences a fall each year. But what if there's a way to help prevent these mishaps and cushion falls when they do happen so broken bones are less frequent? Engineers at the University of Surrey are working on a solution, testing out smart flooring that analyzes posture, step length, and overall stability. Volunteers are fitted with reflective markers and perform simple standing and walking tasks while infrared cameras capture their movements. As they walk, the floor beneath their feet changes, sometimes getting harder, sometimes softer. All the while, researchers observe, seeing how much the surface under a person's feet alters the risk of them losing their balance. A softer floor is safer if a person falls, but too squishy and it becomes unstable. The trick is finding a good middle ground.
We want to make the floor soft enough to lower the impact force and protect the hip and other part of the body that experience the fall. But at the same time, we don't want the floor to be basically soft that basically people start losing their balance.
As we age, reaction time typically slows, balance gets a bit shakier, and falls are more common and more dangerous. The data gathered from this study will be used to build computer models of how the body interacts with the ground during a fall, and how an impact affects the hips, spine, and head. But smart flooring could prove especially useful as the global population continues to age. Between 2015 and 2050, the world's population of people 60 and older is expected to nearly double, according to the World Health Organization. Smart flooring is still at the lab testing stage, with the next step being to turn the experimental floor into a product, and then install it in nursing homes and hospitals. But it will take time to feel firm in daily use, while also being able to deform on impact to absorb energy, and potentially lower the risk of serious fractures and head injuries.
We love hearing from and announcing some of the schools watching each day. Mr. Arcos' class is one of them, joining us from Creekview Ranch School in Roseville, California. Let's go Raptors! From Sevierville, Tennessee, a warm welcome to Sevier County High School and the Smoky Bears watching in Dr. Wells' class. And we see the Patriots of Powdersville Middle School in South Carolina. Mrs. Cole's class and the WPPL broadcast team, thank you for watching from Greenville. We're looking for your requests and each day's comments at youtube.com/@theworlda to Z. Please subscribe there because there will be a special surprise for a teacher who helps us get to 100,000. A lot of people think they have the cutest dog in the world. Judges at this canine competition in California contemplated crowning the opposite. It's the world's ugliest dog show. And one particularly pugly pooch named Ginny Lou took home top honors. It may seem that, like beauty, homeliness is in the eye of the beholder. But the 6-year-old rescue can wag her tongue at any critics because she gets a trophy, her face on cans of root beer, and $5,000. So she might have been like, I don't care, Dale, if you bully, hound, or dog me for my looks. I'd like to point her out, only one of us has Newfoundlanded herself 5,000 bones. So whether you're a blue heeler, greyhound, red setter, or white shepherd, my true colors will leave you green with envy, proving every dog has her day. The puns are part of the program, so if you want to malamute them, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm Carl Azuz, and that's the world from A to Z. We'll be back tomorrow and hope to see all y'all then. You mean the world to me.